you going to talk trash when you fight?
I don't like trash. I don't like trash speak. Yeah.
You don't?
Yeah, I don't like because Chinese future don't like trash. Speak trash. Just like this. Okay, nice to meet you.
So in Chinese culture,
yeah,
they don't like to talk trash.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you. How are you?
This is like Zabit.
Yeah.
Zabit.
Yeah.
So, guys, here's another interesting thing about some of the Dagestani fighters. A lot of them have trained, right? The fighters in Dagestan, they trained in Chinese Sanda.
Yeah. Russian, Dagestan, Chinese Sanda, very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Zabit, Muslim, Chinese Sanda.
Yeah, Muslim Salakhov.
Yeah.
Very good Chinese Sanda.
Yeah, very good.
And Zabit came to China?
No, maybe Russian train, no China.
Okay.
But before, maybe 5 years ago in China fight.
Zabit?
Yeah. Zabit no.
Muslim.
Yeah.
Muslim. Okay. So Muslim Salakhov, who's in the UFC now, he used to fight in China, and I think he's quite famous in China. People know him in China.
Yeah, famous. My fans, Chinese fans, MMA fans now, Muslim. Yeah, very famous in China.
When you're watching Usman fight live all these years later after you fought him, do you feel like he has improved a lot since your fight against him? Do you think he's a different fighter from that one a couple of years back?
Yeah, he's improved. His striking has improved. His shots are pretty basic. It's that basic selection of shots he's got, but he's improving his striking, if you know what I mean. But so have I've improved leaps and bounds. Since fighting Usman, I'm like a totally different fighter from what we fought. And so, I just cannot see how he beat me next time. I am young and confident. I'm on an 8-fight win streak, and I just can't see how he beats me.
I like Colby.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I know.
I'm tired.
I know you are.
I don't like Colby at all. But it was a hell of a fight. Listen, the guy's a tough guy, and he had his jaw broken, and he was still fighting. And, I give him a lot of credit for that because, he could have got out of there with that broken jaw.
Because though I was surprised the one guy had 39-37. I thought Kamaru needed the knockout in that round. I mean, it was very close. I thought Colby was,
round? You thought he was
in the
ahead?
final. I know a lot of people had it 2-2. I didn't think it was crazy if it was 3-1.
Yeah.
I thought Colby looked really good, and I wanted Usman to win. But there was one point where I thought, this is 3-1. He needs to knock him out. And I thought his corner wasn't. They didn't seem desperate enough. Kamaru's. Because I thought that Colby was. Look, I could live with a 2-2, but I personally thought he was up 3-1.
Oh, you can live with a 2-2.
Yeah.
Listen, Jimmy.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not crazy to say that, but.
Hey, man. I think they should run it back.
I think they have to.
I mean,
they have to.
Right away, though. I mean, actually, let Masvidal fight Kamaru.
Great fight. Definitely a great, evenly matched. Two wrestlers that were throwing. They weren't that bad. It wasn't like Askren and Damian Maia. These guys, they had technique. They didn't use their wrestling. I thought it was entertaining. Pat was never a big Colby fan, but you got to give it up to him. I mean, fought through with a fractured jaw and wasn't even about to back down, and he got hit a bunch of times afterwards. So, the guy proved who he was, and that's enough for me. As long as you could back up your talk, I think it's fine, and he certainly did that. And hats off to Usman, great fight. Again, and competitive, you know what I mean, which really made it great. It was back and forth, and it was close.
The nicest mofo
belt.
Are you kidding me right now?
Is a very apropos belt. This was made custom for you. The NMF title.
You know what?
Awarded to the great Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
I'm honored. I'm
honored to be holding this belt. This is the real deal right here.
Guys, check. This is.
Go back to the microphone.
Okay, let's start.
It was tough. I thought the later rounds, I thought Max did a little bit more. I did kind of have a problem with the 50-45, but either way, I thought the difference here was the approach and the intelligence of Alexander Volkanovski. I thought that he did enough to win rounds. I thought it was a guy who just did his homework a little bit better than Max Holloway. And if you thought that, Volkanovski was just this kind of caveman who was going to come forward and put the pressure on him and not stop and just be in his face the whole time and try to outgrind Max Holloway, I thought that would play right into the hands of Max Holloway, a guy who is going to be as tough as anybody in that division, a guy who's going to be able to land harder shots because of that. And Volkanovski kind of was able to diffuse that by getting in and getting out, utilizing those leg kicks from the outside, which has always kind of been a vulnerability of Max Holloway, except Volkanovski wasn't there for Max Holloway to return shots and land meaningful blows and combinations. So for me, I thought that was a really smart approach for Volkanovski, and I think that's probably what Colby Covington could have done better against Kamaru Usman as far as landing his shots and getting the hell out of there, stepping off, getting an angle. Volkanovski did his homework. Holloway really did not as much. This was a tough one, man. It was a very close fight. Each round was close. So I don't want to make it like Volkanovski dominated, but he did a great job of winning rounds and being the smarter fighter out there.
Were you surprised that he didn't have an answer for the leg kicks? Was that one of the things you're saying that you had thought you would do it differently? Were you thinking that you didn't attack his legs enough, or that might be a way to get to him?
I mean, I never did kickboxing, so I didn't know how to attack legs or Muay Thai. I just had my own version of what I've seen on videos of how to really kick. But I threw one kick in the fight and it landed perfectly. And it was off something I saw off a YouTube video or like an Instagram video of someone I follow. It was like 1-2 left hook, right leg kick. It's like your basic kick, and I would do it sometimes on the bag just to make sure I know how to throw it. No. And it worked during the fight, and I caught him perfectly with it. And I was like,
you thinking about
if I knew some Muay Thai, it'd be in trouble.
Well, I mean, you think about putting that in the arsenal at all? I know James is getting you squared away with your hands. You're showing you got power in your hands, especially your uppercut from hell. But did you ever think about getting a Muay Thai coach or somebody to add that in?
I mean, part of this whole last year has been getting all kinds of things. It's been getting a Muay Thai coach. It's been working with a lot of people. It's doing so many different arts other than boxing and jiu-jitsu, what I was used to.
Yeah.
Now I'm actually doing real strength and conditioning. I have nutrition. It's been crazy, man. I've been doing a lot of work.
I just cannot see how he beat me. I am young and confident. I'm on an 8-fight win streak, and I just can't see how he beats me.
You just want to beat me as I want to beat you, but I'm still going to be a commentator to make more money.
I want to beat you.
Yeah, you want to. You won't do it again.
I already beat you.
But you're not going to beat me
Oh,
on Saturday
you're
night.
not going to beat me. Okay, okay.